Have you ever told a little white lie? Maybe just to get out of a boring chore or to spare someone's feelings. We've all been there. But what happens when one lie leads to another, and another, until you're tangled in a web so thick you can't see a way out? Today, I want to tell you a story about a shepherd boy named Maymoon, a story that shows just how heavy the crown of lies can be. Maymoon was a clever boy who looked after his village's sheep. But he was also incredibly lazy. Every day, he'd take the sheep to the pasture, and every day, he'd get bored. One scorching afternoon, he had an idea. A mischievous, terrible idea. He ran back to the village, his face a mask of fake terror, shouting, "Wolf, wolf." A wolf is attacking the sheep. The villagers, good and hard-working people, dropped everything. They grabbed their tools, pitchforks, shovels, anything they could find and sprinted to the pasture, ready to defend their flock. But when they got there, nothing, just the sheep, grazing peacefully, and Maymoon. Trying his best not to laugh, he simply said, "Oh, false alarm. I must have been mistaken." The villagers grumbled but went back to their work, relieved the sheep were safe. Maymoon was thrilled. His trick had worked. He got a break from his boring day, and a good laugh. So, a few days later, he did it again. "Wolf, wolf," he cried, running into the village with even more drama than before. And again, the kind-hearted villagers rushed to help. And again, they found nothing. This time, they weren't just annoyed, they were angry. Don't you ever cry wolf unless there's really a wolf. One of the elders warned him sternly. Maymoon just shrugged, not caring about their anger. Then, one evening, as the sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Maymoon saw something that made his blood run cold. Peeking out from behind a large rock was a real wolf. Its eyes gleamed in the twilight, and it was slowly, silently stalking the flock. This was no joke. This was real danger. For the third time, Maymoon ran to the village, screaming at the top of his lungs, "Wolf, wolf, there's a real wolf this time, I swear. Please. You have to help me." He was genuinely terrified, his voice cracking with fear. But when he reached the village square, no one moved. The villagers just looked at him, shaking their heads. "We're not falling for your tricks again. Maymoon," one said, "you've lied to us twice. Why should we believe you now?" They all muttered. Maymoon pleaded and begged, tears streaming down his face, but his words fell on deaf ears. His reputation as a liar had sealed his fate. Desperate and alone, he ran back to the pasture, but it was too late. The wolf had attacked, and many of the sheep were gone. When the villagers finally saw the evidence for themselves, the scattered flock, and the tracks of the wolf, they realized Maymoon had been telling the truth. But by then, the damage was done. Maymoon lost his job as the shepherd, and more importantly, he lost something he could never get back, the trust of his entire village. He learned, in the most painful way possible, that the real cost of a lie isn't just the moment you're caught. It's the moment you need to be believed the most, and no one is listening. This story is a powerful reminder that honesty is like a currency. Every time we tell the truth, we build up our credit with others. But every lie we tell, no matter how small, spends that credit. And one day, we might find our account is empty right when we need it most. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales that make us think. See you next time.